Have you guys ever come across people who are so phony that it makes you want to throw up? I have. I cannot stand like these Christians who think that like okay, it's called false humility. Okay, false humility is when people that believe in the Lord Jesus, they behave in a certain way and they exaggerate it so much, and it's like putting on a show. They put on a public display of their supposed loyalty to the Lord Jesus Christ that it's ridiculous and they look really silly. Okay, for example, um, I know somebody who knows somebody else. Okay, I know someone who knows somebody else who does this sort of thing. So the person that I know explained to me that their friend their friend is a supposed Christian, and every time they come around to their house, this person, they start chatting. My friend starts chatting with this person, but then all of a sudden this person starts to talk about how unworthy they are and how much the Lord is such an amazing person, and of course he is, but it's in the way that they're doing it. And this person goes on and on and on about the Lord's goodness and about how unworthy they are, and then this person will actually drop to the floor. They will just drop to the floor, throw themselves on the floor, and start rolling around from side to side, and like yelling and saying, I am not worthy. Oh God in heaven, you're so amazing. You're an amazing God, but I am not worthy. Oh no, I'm not worthy. And they'll continue to roll from side to side. And my friend tells me it makes them so disgusted to have to witness this from somebody that they know, right? Because my friend's like, they don't have to behave this way just to show that they are a follower of Christ. Yes, of course they don't have to do that. But for some reason, my friend's friend feels they need to do this. Now, I asked my friend, like, what do you do whenever this person comes around and behaves this way? And my friend says, well, I can't do anything. They just do what they do. You cannot control how people behave. And I said, I know. That's very annoying. I said, I could not be around a person like that. And my friend's like, yes, I understand. I can't stand it whenever they come around, because all they do is throw themselves on the floor and they roll around and start talking and yelling at the top of their lungs, I am not worthy. I am not worthy. Oh, Lord Jesus, I am not worthy. You are an amazing God. You are so super. You are the supreme being. Blessed be the name of the Lord our God. You are amazing. I am not worthy. And my friend's like, oh, I don't understand it, but that's all they do every time they come over. So so that's false humility, guys. And also another like side, not another side, but another another thing about false humility is, I've met Christians they really do believe in the Lord Jesus. Like they're really doing their best to live right for the Lord, but they also have a very high level of false humility. Like, I met this one person 1 year ago, and they would not stop talking about why would the Lord ever use me? What am I? I'm nothing. I'm a piece of garbage. I'm so filthy. I am worthless. And I don't understand, why would the Lord use me? So then I explained it to them. I said, look, everything that you said, the Lord does not see you in that way. He created you in his image, which means he sees you as something as beautiful and delightful and gorgeous and delicious to look at, because he loves you. You are a pleasure to look at. He delights in you. Everything that he sees, when he sees you, you remind him of himself, because you are made in his image. It means you look like him, right? You look like him. So when you look at yourself in the mirror, you are looking into the face of God because God made you. Okay, so I've explained this to my friend, but it's like they don't want to accept it, right? They're like, okay, yes, I understand what you're saying. It's just hard for me. It's really difficult for me because I'm still having a hard time accepting that the Lord Jesus would ever think me as worthy. So it's very hard. So then many times, guys, many times I had to go over this explanation with my friend until I got really tired of it. I got tired and I eventually just stopped I'm not talking to my friend, but I stopped trying to counsel them about their wrong thinking, and they need to stop because I also explained it to them. They need to learn how to not think negative about themselves because this kind of attitude, the Lord cannot use people with this kind of attitude because it also involves a high level of pride and arrogance. Because whenever a person thinks that they're not worthy, right, then they start to try and do better than what the Lord Jesus Christ did for them. And that's very dangerous. This is what I explained to my friend. I said, you have no right to be behaving this way. There's nothing honorable about your false humility. And I told him this. I said, you are behaving in a false state of humility. This is what you're doing. And the Lord is not, this doesn't bring him any honor. He's not happy about this. He's not disappointed in you, but he is not happy about your false humility because it doesn't represent the work that he did in himself for you. So now you have to start accepting what he did, meaning you are now everything that is the opposite to everything that is ugly. You are now everything that is opposite to everything that is ugly. I hope that made sense, right? So it means you are now everything that is beautiful and wonderful, and you are not awful, ugly things. No, you are now the opposite of everything that is ugly, right? And so guys, many times I explain this to my friend, but still the response that they would always give me is, yes, I understand, I know, but I still have a hard time accepting that I am not worthy, or I am still having a hard time accepting that I really am worthy. And so to myself, I said, okay, that's it. You can only explain things to people, a certain amount of times, right? And then when you realize that they do not want to accept the truth, you move on. Because they are allowing their arrogance and their pride to rule and reign over their hearts. And you cannot remove that from people. They have to do that on their own. And it's to me, it's like, you get upset and everything because you put so much energy into people that you are trying to help, but they don't want to accept the help. All they want is they just want to live in the negativity because it somehow fuels who they are. But they don't understand that they are causing themselves harm. And as I mentioned earlier, false humility makes it very hard for the Lord Jesus to use you. The Lord cannot use people who are full of pride and arrogance because they think that they can do the work outside of the Lord Jesus. They don't need the Lord Jesus. That's how arrogant they are. And that's very bad. So guys, arrogance and pride is disgusting and it's filthy, right? So arrogance and pride, that's what makes up humility. I mean, false humility. False humility is made up of arrogance and pride because you don't believe that the Lord's strength can help you to accomplish what He created you for, right? You don't believe that His strength can help you accomplish what He created you for because you are so convinced that you are beneath garbage. I mean, you believe you are beneath garbage, but at the same time, it just has to do with a lot of arrogance and pride. You're not accepting what the Lord did for you. So, And you guys, for you guys that are dealing with arrogance and pride and false humility, you need to change immediately, because the Lord will deal with you. He does not put up with this kind of nonsense forever. He gives everybody a certain amount of time to deal with their false humility for those who have it. For those who are dealing with false humility, He gives people a certain amount of time to put an end to it before He deals with you. And you do not want to be disciplined by the Lord for being that disobedient. Because for every day that your false humility lives in you, it is you are delaying what the Lord could be doing in you for the sake of other people, for His ministry. That's how serious it is. So you need to get right with the Lord in that area. Okay, guys, I am finished. Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any more of my videos. Did I say the date today? Today is July 10, Wednesday, July 10, 2019. Okay, see you.